Hello, friends, and welcome back to Stories About Entitled People. Wait, she honestly thought she had the authority to change the prices in the store all willy-nilly? My theory? She's 6 years old and was magically transformed into an adult a la the movie Big. More right after a short pause. So before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're new here and turn on notifications so you don't miss a new video every single day. Here we go. Here's a fun customer. I'm the head supervisor at my store. We have all our holiday merchandise in a specific section of the store because it's on clearance. There are a lot of people in this section trying to get all they can, and they all want to find certain items. I'm helping one customer do the math for certain items that are 30% off and explaining how I got the answer. Some older people, I swear, just like having me perform math even though we have price scanners everywhere. In the middle of doing this, I get a tap on my shoulder. Me, complaining customer, CC. CC, ma'am, you need to tell me how much this is. Me, flips over item to look at price tag, $8.95. Returns to help original customer when CC returns a minute later. CC, ma'am, it's in the clearance section. How much is it now? Me, the final total will ring up at all the registers, or you could use the price scanner station right at the end of the aisle. CC, I don't know how to use that. Me, please allow me to finish helping this customer and I'll assist you right away. CC, why is she getting your help and not me? Me, I was helping her first. I promise I'll be right with you. CC, no, you should help me now. I'm a paying customer too. What makes her so special? The first customer sees what's happening and insists that she'll figure it out on her own. She smiles, shakes my hand, and says, "Good luck with that one." CC, good luck. What's that supposed to mean? Me, here, let me show you how this works. I walk her over. After scanning her item, CC's mad. Her item is actually not on clearance. CC, you're trying to rip me off. I want to talk to your supervisor. Me, I am the supervisor. I apologize for the inconvenience, but another customer must have left it here. CC, why the hell is your store such a mess? I just want to buy things, and you can't keep things clean? Me, I'll be organizing this aisle when I'm done assisting you. Is there anything else I can help find for you? CC, but I moved this to the clearance baskets. Why didn't it go on sale? Realizing that she seems to think that moving an item to the clearance section was going to drop the price. Me, the information in the computer wasn't changed, just this item's location. The company enters a discount for this particular barcode. Since they didn't do that, there's nothing I can do about this item's price. CC, but I moved it myself. Look, I changed this one's price too. Hands me a different item from her cart with a sticker on it that says, "Sale, only 99 cents. Me, ma'am, that's not how the system works. The price is scanned off this barcode, not the sticker. This item's going to be $5.99 before tax. CC, no, see, right here, it says 99 cents. Me, feeling irritated now, I took the sticker off the new item, and now it doesn't. It's $5.99. CC, if you can change the prices, why can't I? Me, because the world's a cruel and unfair place. I'm sorry you're on the rough side of it all. With absolute sincerity, she says, "Thank you," and leaves my store, leaving behind a cart full of items that she'd put stickers on in order to change the price. And our second story. Entitled guy who thinks it's a privilege to work for him for free. So I was friends with this guy, a C-list performer with a very inflated sense of ego and quite a reputation for being a narcissist. He wanted to send some promotional material to potential clients to get more gigs. So I offered to help him proofread his press release and his other promotional material. I offered to do it for free because I'm good at this stuff and because I considered him a friend. But instead of seeing it as a kind gesture I was doing for him, he started acting very entitled and rude, like I owed him that favor. He started putting pressure on me to review his material on very short deadlines, calling me at work, acting upset, etc. Keep in mind, I have an actual day job, so I was helping him outside of my work hours. Anyways, because I keep my promises, I still did review and correct his promotional material as fast as I could, in spite of his rudeness and entitlement. I then sent him the documents nicely annotated with my suggestions. I get no thanks, nothing, and I don't hear from him for a few days. Fast forward a week or so later, he shows me the final version of his promotional kit, so I say, well, I hope my suggestions were useful to you. He gets very upset, saying that I didn't complete my work because he still had to produce the final version of the documents, put his logos on it, and send it to potential clients. Well, obviously I wasn't going to do all that since I just offered my help as a proofreader. I'm not his agent. He then says, since you didn't complete the job, it's like you didn't do anything. I would say you're not very responsible. My jaw dropped. I was speechless. So to sum it up, I agreed to help him for free outside of my work hours. He was extremely rude about it. He didn't thank me. He acted like it was my job to do all of this promotional work. And on top of it, he blames me because he still had to do some of his own promotional work himself. Anyways, he ended up getting no gigs at all because he charges such high rates. But if he did, you bet he wouldn't have offered me a penny of his money. Later on, we got into an argument, and he said that from then on, he wasn't going to work with me anymore because I was unprofessional. He said it as if it was a privilege to work for him for free and that he was firing me. I was actually so relieved I wouldn't have to deal with that again. Anyways, we're not friends anymore. You'd help me? Really? Smiles. I guess that means you're my employee now, and I'm your boss. Kneel before me, or you will be knelt. And our next story. I'm gonna need you to take 50% off. This story is from a year ago, but is still one of my favorites. I once worked in an independent consignment and vintage store. I was in charge of the vintage section, so I typically assisted customers finding the right fits and styles, as most of the dresses were handmade and very delicate. To be honest, I was very protective over these dresses. I even took to hiding our 20s dresses in the back after The Great Gatsby came out because so many local college girls were looking to buy one for Gatsby-themed parties, and I couldn't imagine the amount of damage they'd endure. Anyway, so yeah, I loved my dresses. One night a woman and about 3 of her friends came into the store and headed straight for the vintage section. From here on out, I'll call her CL. Seeing this as my cue, I walked over and began asking CL what era or style she wanted, but she quickly cut me off saying, I know more about any of this stuff than you, so back off and let me look. Okay, fine. I stood by the register and watched on as CL and her friends dismantled my vintage section. They were talking pretty loudly, so I learned these women had been searching for vintage dresses all day and that my store was the 6th one they'd been to. About 20 minutes later, they gathered potential dresses and went to the dressing room. Everything seemed to be okay for a while, but I noticed CL hadn't come out of her dressing room yet. She finally came tearing out in one of the dresses and marched her way up to the counter. CL, angrily, I love this dress. Me. Okay? Confused pause. Do you want to buy it? CL, yes, but I'm going to need you to take 50% off. Now at this point, I realize she's holding the dress up, it's clearly unzipped in the back, and for a moment I panicked because I thought she tore the zipper. Me. Why, is it damaged? CL. No, it doesn't fit me. I'm gonna have to go to a tailor and have it let out. So I need 50% off to make up for it. Me. Ma'am, I can't take 50% off just because it doesn't fit you. CL. Why not? This is outrageous. We kept this back and forth up for a bit, with CL getting louder and louder until my manager showed up. CL. Thank God you're here. Your sales girl won't listen to me. M. Miss, I've been listening to this conversation the entire time. I'm not taking 50% off that dress. You can either buy it or don't. CL shooting flames from her eyes. What? Are you crazy? Why not? M. I can't just walk into H&M and demand that they give me half off on a size XS dress just because it doesn't fit me. I'm a size L, and I know it. Just like you know this dress doesn't fit you because it's not your size. So your only choice is to find one that is. CL huffed and puffed for a few minutes. Then when she realized my manager wasn't budging, broke down and bought the dress anyway. The entire time I rung her up, she complained to her friends about how terrible my manager and I were to her, how she'd never shop here again, how we were happy to be making a sale off of her, etc. After she left, my manager and I burst into laughter. According to her, CL still comes in every now and then, still demanding discounts on everything before she buys. And our last story. Almost had my baby stolen by coworker's family. Little background. I'm 22-year-old female, and I'm currently 8 months pregnant with my first child. My boyfriend is 27-year-old male. I work as a secretary on the inpatient ward of a hospital second shift. I started working here when I was 19 and supporting myself through college, also great benefits, so my coworkers are like family. Bio family sucks, but that's another story. When I was 4 months pregnant, I told my coworkers who were happy for me, all except Karen. She didn't say anything. After a while, she started being friendly with me, asking about the baby, my health, and my plans for the future. I told her that my boyfriend and I were getting married and moving in together to be a family. Karen didn't like this for some reason and started asking me about my opinions on adoption. I said no, I'd never adopt out my child. For a few weeks, Karen gave me the silent treatment. Then one night after visiting hours, a couple showed up, 40-ish male, 40-ish female. I told them that visiting hours were over and that they could see their family member tomorrow. The woman said, "Oh, we're here to see you. We're so excited to meet you and want to thank you for choosing us to give your baby to." I was dumbfounded, shocked, until the woman tried to touch my 6-month pregnant belly. I screamed so loud, all of the nurses came running. The couple tried to explain to security, nurses, and me that their sister-in-law told them that I was a young, unwed mother desperately trying to give up my baby for adoption and chose them. That their sister-in-law promised them my baby since they have been suffering from infertility for years. I told them that I have no intentions of giving up my baby and to never come near me again. I also told them I don't even know their sister-in-law, but they kept insisting that I did. Next night, Karen comes charging up to my desk, screaming at me about how could I treat her brother and sister-in-law like garbage after she helped me with my mistake. I called security, and Karen, her brother, and sister-in-law are banned from coming near me or contacting me at work. But I'm 8 months pregnant and scared these crazy entitled people will find me when I deliver and demand my baby. My boyfriend says it's just hormones and they can't just steal our baby. But I'm terrified. Wait. They don't have any papers, right? So they can't take your kid. I think, what kind of a-hole thinks they can decide someone's life like that? Hey guys, thank you all for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.